This might be a good game.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get
Might
this
be a
one
good
underway.
game. Or he might just overpower me again.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and
Put
they'll
my
take over at the
glasses back on.
25-yard line.
No, we got to start with a run.
The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
No.
Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Moore will throw. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. He
Just got right back to the line of scrimmage.
He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I ain't gonna try to get no field goal.
Ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Or I could punt it. Try to get them
wants to get out of the
deep up in
on their first drive of the game plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Good stuff.
Working that left side now. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Steps away to find some room.
Good stuff.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The pitch to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit.
All right, come on. Oh, you got to do something. Defense did something for you.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Running it back.
Oh, my finger keeps slipping. I don't like this controller. Oh, that's why. That protector part gone. I need to put something else on here, I guess.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Into a massive giant.
That's fine. Get a yard.
1-yard gain to the 24.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get to the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle.
Yeah, he had it. He had it. I thought he was going to jump.
Down after a terrific pickup. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, just keeps firing.
That's fine.
He really needed to hold on to that one, but
Number one was taken away.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
No, don't pick that off.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball.
I don't think I'll be able to make this.
Coming up.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but
I don't know if I'm able to make it.
With the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Maybe if I was a little bit closer.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, he's gonna take a shot at the DB. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Stuff.
That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Defense might bring the house here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the fullback, and he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Goes to the option.
Good stuff.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle. He's got great vision.
All that on the missed field goal.
Those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you
won't let me hike it.
But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
First down here for the offense. Moore will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Good
Excellent
play,
job
good
working through
play.
the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route.
Knight, what's wrong with you?
Man coverage like they were there. That ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The give on the inside. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looking to buy time.
Why did I do that?
Maybe living to fight another
Why did I do that? I should just threw it away.
After the play.
I should just threw it away.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That lost up for whatever yards really hurt it.
He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snap it to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Wow, they gave him the ball back.
The offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
I'm glad they stopped that craziness. Oh, why he had to catch me.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. They go to the ground. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Moore to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Come on.
And it'll be intercepted in the
Come
end zone.
on.
Bringing it back.
Come
And they
on.
capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really?
Interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball,
Really? So that's what we doing
This
now.
is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs
Really?
around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Off play action.
Oh, I should have stayed.
Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Looks it in, it's complete. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Jackson will throw.
Great catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
I don't even know how.
Really nice job.
Probably too much adjustment.
Getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
All right, let's just get up out of here.
And as they kick off, really important
Let's take
for
it
the
to
defense
half.
to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The run from the shotgun. And after that short game, they'll
All right, he get ball back. We got to get the stop.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time
We
to
gotta
join
get a
Kevin in
stop.
our halftime update.
Okay. Don't get us right. We need to stop.
And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. From the gun.
He gone.
Still running at the 40. Running toward the
He
10.
gone.
And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Fullback's got it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Direct snap.
Stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
Good drive.
No midseason concentration lapse
Good
here in week
drive.
7 as they push out that lead.
I can't even be mad at it. And I scored so many times with that play.
That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed.
But I ain't got that play no more.
Close to the line of scrimmage.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates
Or do I?
we've got
Let me
a
see.
roughing the kicker call coming. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A first down for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Moore will throw. He's got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
They'll throw it on first down. Still looking on the move. He chucks one out to the right.
That was the first one I was throwing it to. I just was trying to
Plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense
make sure it was just something wrong.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Oh, you gotta hold on to that.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Thank you, Casper.
And he's got
Thank you, Casper.
Touchdown,
You've
Oregon.
been dropping a lot, Casper.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was
Now, if
second nature,
only
and
we
they
can get some
executed it
stops.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Oh, I need to change
Notre Dame
that.
has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer.
He lofts it high.
Thank
deep down the
you.
left side.
That's the stop we needed.
High, and it's
That's the stop we
intercepted.
needed.
Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Finds his man. It's sticky.
No, he know that play, huh? He just said he just gonna stand there and wait on it.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
More to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires
I tried to get him to sit down right there.
Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
We'll get it back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz.
That was smart.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the
That's
run.
good first.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The run to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Wide out in motion. The give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense...
I mean, he could just put shoe clocking inside, doing it old-fashioned way, but hey, it's all good.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And if they can make this,
Don't make it.
game, they'll have this one all but locked up.
All right. So you telling me there's still a chance?
Missed the field goal, missed the chance
There's
to make
still
it
a chance.
game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Moore will throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best.
He don't be acting like it.
Cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Or maybe I don't
Now
have
on
like
first
he
down
is.
from the 43. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Good way to work out of bounds.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. He makes a catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
The play action.
There we go.
Got it.
I'll go for
Into
2.
the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Looking for the 2-point try. Moore to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
All right.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting.
We only
from
got
10
really
yards
2
out.
times to stop the
Almost ready
clock.
to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone.
Let's go,
They'll bring it out to the
defense.
25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy.
I
Now you can
mean,
open up
just put
for
on
other
shoe
things,
clock,
but
bro.
You guys could even try your hand because you're
That's
dominating right now.
that's so much faster.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this
All right,
offense
so that's
tries
one
to hold
time.
on. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. They're trying
Come on,
to
get
to
to
it.
him.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Good game,
And the
bro.
quarterback takes a knee.
Good game. Much respect.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good game, Notre Dame. I got to get better in that red zone. Because that whole... I was moving the ball that first half. I just couldn't get in the end zone. Or I'll do something goofy and mess it up. This one was just a little bit unbelievable for me. I should just hit my check. But I thought I put enough air on there. And then my guy sits whatever. But you see how he just got moved out the way? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. It was a good game. Casper finally got open. But let's take a quick look at those DBs of his. Like his DBs are might be faster than my receivers. Dang, right? It wasn't his receivers that was really giving me fits. No, that's his fastest one. They just was blocking my people down. I think, right? See, you know what? Well, whatever. No. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out why I keep getting burnt. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We gonna end this one. I should be back on a little later with another game. Until next time, folks. I'm up out of here. Peace.